Hello and welcome to Smells Like Home Cooking, where we show you our favourite foolproof recipes for you to try at home. Today we're going to be making this lovely plaited or braided Easter bread. This bread is somewhere between a challah and a brioche because it uses cream and eggs to enrich the dough rather than butter. Okay, let's go, and please subscribe below to keep these videos coming. These are the ingredients that you're going to need, but I'll list them out in the description below. Start by heating up 250 ml of double or heavy cream and 75 ml of water in a pan until steaming, and then take it off the heat and let it cool until just warm. Meanwhile, to the mixing bowl of a stand mixer, add 750 grams of strong white flour, 75 grams of caster sugar, 14 grams of fast action dried yeast, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt to the side away from the yeast, and give this a brief mix. I recommend a stand mixer with a dough hook for this recipe because the dough is wet and sticky, and it takes a lot of effort and patience to work it to the right consistency by hand. Once it's had a brief mix, add the zest of a lemon. Next, you're going to need the white of 1 egg, reserving the yolk for later, and then add to that white 3 more eggs. Add these eggs to the flour mixture with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Finally, add in the warm cream. Knead this dough for 5 to 10 minutes on a medium speed until the gluten develops. The dough should become smoother and stick less to the side of the bowl. Here you can see that it's soft and stretchy and kind of satin-like. Take the dough out onto a lightly floured side and then form it into a ball. I just wanted to knead it here a little bit longer just to show you what the dough should look like. It's a lovely dough, this one, and it makes a really soft, light, sweet bread with a subtle flavour from the lemon and the vanilla. Put the dough into a lightly greased bowl and cover with cling film for 1.5 to 2 hours until at least doubled in size. When it looks like this, it's ready, and we need to knock it back. You don't have to actually punch it, but it's quite satisfying, so I recommend it. Continue to knock it back briefly on the side, and then we need to divide it into 4 equal pieces. I'm going to weigh each of these on the scales just to make sure they're about the same size as each other, and then adjust them if they're not. This will help give a more even result when we do the plaiting. Once you're happy with the sizes of these, form them into little balls. Take each ball and then roll it into a bit of an oblong before stretching it out into a nice 45cm strip. Use the flats of your hands like this and work from the centre outwards. Take your time, and there's no need to rush it, but try and make it as even as possible. Some of the strips might shrink back a bit as you rest them, but it's fine just to roll them out again like this. Take your equal strips and arrange them in a fan towards you. Put the ends together and pinch them to secure them. Number off the strips from left to right. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Take strip number 1 and lift up strip number 3. put strip number 1 over 2, under 3 and over 4. The far left now becomes strip number 1. Do the same thing again, lift up 3, take 1 over 2, under 3 and over 4. Continue doing this until you get to the end, adjusting if you need to. When you get to the end of the strips, just pinch the ends together. Then flatten both ends of the loaf and fold them underneath to create a nice neat end. Transfer this dough to a lined baking sheet. Take a piece of cling film and oil one side of it. Put the oil side of the cling film onto the dough and let it rest to rise or prove for 45 minutes until puffy. While that's proving, we can make our egg wash. Simply add a spoonful of cream to the reserved egg yolk from before and give it a mix together. I would normally just use a beaten whole egg, but since we have the egg yolk from before, this is a great way to use it up. Once proven, the dough should look like this. You can tell it's going to be great. Lightly brush on the egg wash glaze. This is going to give it a lovely golden brown colour in the oven. Once glazed, finally sprinkle over some sliced almonds. Bake in an oven that's been preheated to 190 degrees C, which is 170 degrees fan. It will take about 30 minutes until it's a deep golden colour, but you may need to protect it part way through like I've done with a piece of foil, just so it doesn't brown too much. Transfer to a wire rack and test that the bread is done by tapping the base and listening for a hollow sound. There you go, a lovely, soft, slightly sweet Easter bread with a subtle flavour from the bit of lemon zest and vanilla. We love to make some special sweet treats around Easter to celebrate, and this is one of them. But there's no need to wait till Easter, you can have this at any time of the year, and it freezes really well too. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon on Smells Like Home Cooking.